Yo, what's up, sleepers? It's your boy Eddbedhead here in the Sleeping Cinema. And today I have with me...
Oh, you got Sen back, you know?
Yeah. Who else do I have with me here?
Kingsley.
Kingsley? Oh, he just snorted into the mic when you said that too.
And May.
And there will be timestamps in the description for our review if you want to skip ahead of that. But for now, let's buy our tickets and grab some more of our favorite concessions. But before we get started with that, Aleksey wasn't able to watch the movie because he was at work, and Jesus is waiting for PS5. So
That's why they're not here.
yeah, that's why we're missing two of our cast members.
Two high-end, legendary cast members.
How's you guys' week been, though? Oh, shoot. Just hit the desk.
Mine's been pretty chill, you know? I finished, like, 2 shows about.
Dang, dude. You get a lot. Yeah, you said you had a chill week this week.
I mean, there was only one day I worked until 9 o'clock at night, so I went in at 6 and got out at 9 at night, and then went to bed and woke up and went back to work.
Oh, my God. That's horrible.
There was one day this week. That's how it was last week. Last week I worked like 3 or 4 days like that in a row.
Oh, my God. Why?
And then I worked Saturday on top of that.
I mean, that's some good overtime, but still.
Oh yeah, I got yelled at for that. I almost got fired for doing that. They did not like that. They came up, like they pulled me aside on Monday. He's like, "I seen that you worked all these hours. Who approved of it?" I'm like, "No one." So yeah.
Wow. He almost lost a job for working too much.
Yeah.
These companies are never satisfied, man.
I know they either want people who are lazy as fudge or people who actually work as hard.
They don't want to pay you more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want someone who don't work as hard to do the job. So that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid. It's all stupid. What about you, May? How's your week been?
Okay, I guess. I've just been reading and working.
Any interesting books or anything?
Reading Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Who just reads? Come on.
We all should read. I haven't read in a long time.
I haven't read my whole life.
Oh my goodness.
I've yet to read a book, actually.
Wow.
I'm too lazy to read, bro. I don't have time for that.
And as for me, wow. And as for me, I tried the new Halo, and I had the guys try it just a few moments ago.
I think Eddie's the worst one out of all of us.
You haven't even seen me play, but that's true.
Hey, I played on PC that I'm not used to. Imagine when I actually get a controller and play it properly that I'm used to.
I don't play shooter games on PC.
I know you played the other fun games.
Yeah, I play all the horror games and all the other stuff.
Did you ever get a chance to check out that game I suggested to you?
I looked at it, but I haven't bought it yet because it costs like $30, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Markiplier just finished, like, he did 4 episodes on it so far, and he just finished, like, the 4th one. I watched it. I'm like, this game looks good. I really wish I had a good PC to play it.
You got to get a PC, man. Ask Jesus to build one for you.
I'd spend a lot of money. It wouldn't be a cheap one either. I'd go, like,
All out.
2K
Dang,
for a
dude.
PC, bro.
Go all out.
Yeah, bro. I want it all. I want all the works. But also, I heard that's like the CPU right now is like one of the hardest things to find.
Yeah.
Because they're super expensive. Because they're not, with the PS5s that are coming out, they're still trying to make it's harder to make a CPU right now for the PS5 too.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
So like
all these shipments and stuff are behind schedule.
So yeah, that's why I haven't been wanting to buy one or make one, I should say, because it's gonna be expensive to build. I know that.
Yeah. I also saw a bit of the Game Awards. Jacksepticeye was on there. He was like, I think he was hosting some of it.
Oh, I thought you were saying that because he won.
No. Yeah, but they were giving Game Awards for games and stuff. I don't remember any of the awards, to be honest. I was just hyped for the trailers of next year's games. It looks like we're going to have a lot of cool ones next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see if they topple over all the games that we've been playing the same games for over these couple years so far.
This year, there hasn't really been anything new.
No, well, Fortnite is, I think, the only thing that I can think of. Apex Legends is still, I believe, is popular.
Yeah.
You got Call of Duty Warzone is still very popular.
Yeah, but not like any new really interesting titles this year. It sucks.
I mean, isn't the Harry Potter game supposed to come out sometime next year?
Yeah, I think so.
Or did it come out this year already?
No, it's not out yet.
Yeah, but that game...
It's going to be hyped, bro.
That game's going to be one of the hype games that's going to be coming out.
Heck yeah, I'm hyped. So yeah, overall it's been a chill weekend. But with that, let's take our seats and let's get into the trailers. any new movies, TV shows, or video games you guys are looking forward to?
Well, we just discussed about this, but The Devil's a Part-Timer season 2. I can't wait now, knowing that it's coming out 2022 in July. First episode is when it's supposed to be released.
Oh my God, that's gonna be awesome.
Did you also see that Demon Slayer finally season 2 episode 1 is on Funimation now?
I didn't see that. Whoa, we gotta get that started.
Yep. So it's in sub only, and I can't watch it right now because I'm a dub only fan.
Really?
They also have the Demon Slayer movie still on Funimation as well.
Oh yeah, but we already saw that one. To be fair though, we saw it in English, and I would rather have seen it in Japanese.
I think it had both on there right now,
Okay,
so you could rewatch it.
let's go. I'm hyped for the Demon Slayer stuff.
I know you see Matt Pat's new the theory with the Spider-Verse and
Oh, yeah.
X-Men. I was starting to watch that. I did, so I was
Yeah,
gonna ask you about that.
hopefully we do get the X-Men into the new MCU. We'll see. They have the rights to it. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Didn't they do like a remake for the movie already, or no?
Which one?
For the X-Men movie?
No, I don't think they've made a remake yet.
Like, I thought it was Phoenix something.
Oh, right, that was the last one. That wasn't a remake. That was just like
The end of series?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you think they're going to do a reboot?
I hope so. Well, I mean, I like Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine. He's amazing. So it's gonna be weird to see somebody else's Wolverine, because I think he's too old to play him now.
Yeah, he's like in his 60s, I believe.
Yeah, sucks, man.
There's no replacing him. I think he was the best Wolverine, even
Heck
though he was the
yeah.
only Wolverine that they
Pretty
had.
much. That's my Wolverine. Anyway, let's get started with the first movie, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Plot: after settling in Green Hills, Sonic is ready for more freedom, and Tom and Maddie agree to leave him home while they go on vacation. But no sooner are they gone when Dr. Robotnik comes back, this time with his new partner, Knuckles, in search for an emerald that has the power to both build and destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his own sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. Releases April 8th of 2022.
That is wild that Knuckles just goes with them. That's just wild to me.
Well, I think Eggman tricked him, probably saying like, "Trust me, Sonic's the bad guy."
Yeah, that's true. You know, now that I think about this, like the movie, like the first one and now the second one, how Eggman's like main goal or objective is to figure out how Sonic has all this unlimited power.
Yeah.
Is that like how the TV show is all about, or the games at least?
Well, no, in the TV show and games, he wants to turn everything into a robot. He wants a robot world.
Oh,
So, I mean,
they go for a whole different plot than in this movies.
But I mean, I guess it still kind of makes sense because in the movie, he still like was really into robots and he had all those drones and stuff.
Yeah, but like it's like the main goal for the whole first Sonic movie was, hey, I want to make Sonic or figure out how Sonic has all this unlimited power so I can power everything
Yeah.
forever now.
Yeah, maybe that's why he wants Sonic to be his battery to power all his robots and stuff.
And then now with the emerald added to it, which I couldn't figure out what emerald, like, because I know all the emeralds do different abilities, I believe. It's like,
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get to see, maybe it's too soon, but maybe we'll get to see Super Sonic.
that would
That'd be
be
cool.
lit.
Because he needs all the emeralds for that.
Oh, yeah. Now, what happens when he touches just one? Doesn't he still get like a power boost?
Yeah, I
right?
think it's just a boost. I don't think it's
How is he gonna grab just that one? That emerald was like massive. It's like
maybe they absorb it.
like
I
that
don't know.
big. Like it's like that big.
Yeah, but I'm
that
pretty
wide.
sure another reason why Knuckles is with Robotnik is because that's the emerald Knuckles protects with his life.
Oh really?
Yeah.
In the show and in the game.
Yeah. So I think maybe that's another reason we're gonna have Knuckles there. What do you think, May?
I don't know anything about the movies or games.
She never seen the first one.
She saw part of it.
You didn't enjoy it, mate.
No.
Wow. Sonic is awesome.
I like I said, I like the. It's still like the same CGI that they're doing with this, like how they look.
Yeah, which isn't bad because they fixed it from the first time.
No, I wish they went with the first design.
Ew.
I
No.
would have watched it,
Ew, that was gross.
dude. That made my day.
All right, up next we have Harry Potter Return to Hogwarts. Plot: cast members from all Harry Potter films reunite in a retrospective special to celebrate the anniversary of the first film, including interviews and cast conversations. releases January 1st of 2022.
Oh, I have no opinion on this. I really don't care about this one. I'm not a big Harry Potter fan.
So you were just like me on the last movie we talked about. What-
Well, it sounds just like the Friends reunion, which that was good, but like it would have been better if they could just make something new instead of just talk about what they've already done.
True, but at the same time, I think part of the problem with the Friends reunion is they try to add too many extra stuff, like celebrities and stuff that had no.
That's what
part
I
of
liked.
Friends. But this one, they're gonna have like a lot of the cast back, so it's gonna be more original. I feel like
Well, because the Friends only has 6 main people.
that's true.
So
Doesn't Harry Potter only have like?
there's
A
a lot
handful.
of characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's because they're in a school, remember? So it's like his whole class and then some other
And there's the
people.
teacher.
Yeah, but
Teachers
they
and
don't
the-
show his whole class doing it.
Well, there's,
They,
like-
they show a few of them, quite a few of them though.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like they do quite
There's like a
few.
few from every house that are like main characters.
Mhm.
Like for Slytherin, it's that
Draco.
Draco and his 2 goons.
his goons, his goonie
Yeah.
boys.
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited. I want to see Draco back.
The adult form of Draco.
Yeah.
But don't some of these characters die as well?
I know that's sad. A lot of the older ones, yeah,
That's why I'm thinking like, how are they gonna show all the characters that are dead then? Like the ones.
probably just not gonna come back. Obviously, It's just- they're just gonna. I don't know. Maybe they'll have an acknowledgement at some point in the
special.
the special. Be like in memory of these people.
Like I also said this before the podcast started. This feels like a giant cash grab. That's it.
Kind of does. Yeah, they're not really adding too much new to the table. So this is really just for the fans who are in love with Harry Potter stuff.
What losers, man.
Wow. All right, and lastly, we have The Matrix Resurrections. Plot follows Neo, who is living an ordinary life in San Francisco, where his therapist prescribes him blue pills. However, Morpheus offers him a red pill and reopens his mind to the world of The Matrix. Releases December 22nd of 2021.
So the first movie took place in what? A different in like New York or some shit?
Yeah, it did. I think so. And I'm confused too because I don't know if like the first movie isn't canon anymore or what's going on. Because like, why is he back inside the Matrix?
I bet there's something to do with the last movie that came out.
Yeah,
Like I
maybe.
said, we're missing a lot.
Mhm.
So I said, like, this movie coming out, this new trailer that we watch, it makes it more interesting, and it makes me want to finish the other 2 movies, or the other 2 or 3 movies that he had for Matrix, just so I know what's going on. And then this third one, this new one that's coming out, is it's going to be worth watching.
Yeah,
more.
this new trailer looks a lot better than the last one they released. Because the last one was just a music video, pretty much. This
That was good.
yeah, I liked the song, but I mean, I didn't really get the story until this trailer, where it looks like he has to break the Matrix again and figure out what the heck's going on.
Always. He always has to break some Matrix.
He still knows kung fu, and his haircut's still dope.
See, so one more thing before we move on. It's like this movie,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of feels like another action movie that the actor does. Like it feels like it's just another action movie. Now that I've seen John Wick when he played in that,
Yeah,
it kind of feels a similar.
yeah. Keanu does action movies, but he's pretty good at it, I might say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he's great.
Mhm.
He's great as an actor.
Yeah. And now, time for our thoughts before going into West Side Story. So, what were you guys thinking before watching this movie?
May you go first.
Well, I was really excited because Ansel Elgort is in it. He's my favorite from The Fault in Our Stars. And I've seen the original in middle school, so I kind of knew what it's about. But I mostly just was excited for Ansel to be in a musical.
What about you, Javier?
Oh, I had no expectations.
Yeah, you didn't even know it was a musical, you said.
Yeah, I kind of so like just like I went to like the what's it called Celebration Cinema when I was buying my tickets, and it just said drama, I believe, and I think another one said crime. So I was like, oh, I was thinking like it was gonna be a mob kind of movie, like hey, what you doing over there? And then like pop pop pop. But there was like pop pop pop. I just can't talk about that yet.
Yes, for me, I was like, I'm okay with musicals, but I've never really been into the romance genre. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. I was interested to see a movie set in old times, though, besides World War II, because it feels like all the movies about old days or about World War II now.
Doesn't this movie take place like a little bit after World War II?
I think this is the 60s, yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like 1957.
Okay.
That's when it took place.
Yeah, so.
I thought it was like their 40s. And
Yeah, that would have been World War II.
And then Tisha was like, it's between like the 40s and 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like aiming towards 60s, I believe, too.
Okay, yeah, so it's right almost towards the 60s. So yeah, this is after World War II, a decade after, almost two.
Man, that's wild. Wild. I can tell you how I felt when the movie started.
All right, so let's jump into the spoiler-free review. Act 1, spoiler-free review of West Side Story. West Side Story was released December 10th of 2021, starring Ansel Elgort, Rachel Zegler, and Ariana DeBose.
You butchered all
Bosey?
of those.
Yeah, I know.
Aleksey.
I suck at reading names. Directed by Steven Spielberg. I'm just kidding.
it's
Steven
Spider.
Spielberg. I was just going with the meme.
Wait, there's a meme about that?
No, because May was saying I butchered all these names, so
Oh.
I purposely butchered the last one. No, Steven Spielberg. It's rated PG-13. Plot summary. An adaptation of the 1957 musical West Side Story explores forbidden love and the rivalry between the Jets and the Sharks, two teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds. What were you guys' overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
The movie felt extremely boring to me. But that's because I'm not into musicals.
Mhm.
Like the same thing when I went to watch Dear Evan Hansen. I
Mhm.
felt like I was extremely bored,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't as boring as this one was, in my opinion. I know
Okay.
May, like I said, really enjoyed this movie, but that's just, I don't know. I've
Yeah.
never seen the original play.
West Side Story, yeah.
I also didn't really like the singing in this movie too much.
Oh, shit. I keep hitting the mic.
I felt like them as singers wasn't the best either.
Okay.
So-
That's fair criticism. I mean, not everybody's into musicals. That's understandable. What about you, May?
I was excited because Steven Spielberg is doing it, which I think this is his first musical. So, like, knowing the type of movies he does mixed with musicals, I
Mm.
thought it would be cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah. As for me, I thought, not as much of music and dance as I thought. Like the first half of the movie was all music and dance, and then the second part was just like,
It got serious.
yeah,
more.
it got serious.
Well, I mean, you know what happens in that second
Yeah.
half of the.
I was disappointed with the snapping. They didn't do the iconic
I was
snap.
happy they didn't do the snapping because at the beginning of the movie when the
Yeah,
Jets
they're
are like,
snapping.
and you probably remember in Family Guy when they make fun of that when
Yeah.
Peter wears his leather jacket, he's like.
Oh, they make a reference to that in Family
Yeah,
Guy. I
yeah.
just realized that's funny.
That's all I could think about when they did that.
Actually,
at the
when they
beginning.
started doing that, I was thinking the other musical, Grease, I think it's called.
Oh right,
I
we
thought
were in
about
that,
that.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought about. Actually, I was like, man, this is similar to Grease. It feels like I want to leave now. I want to go home.
What? You were in Greece.
Oh, I mean, yeah, doing the play is different, but I'm talking about I don't think I ever watched the movie all the way through. I can't get through it. I'm not into musicals like that.
I also was like we talked about. It started off a bit lighthearted, but then it took a dark turn. I also thought the actors were cast like very well because they were good at making me either dislike or like them at certain points. The story was interesting, but I'm a bit lost on the message of the movie. So, what are you guys' final ratings out of 10?
8.5.
Mine's like a 5.
Okay. I'll give it a 7. So we're all in kind of like different areas. Let's compare to some online ratings. The critics from Metascore gave it an 86 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a 93%. The audience in IMDb is an 8.2. And the Rotten Tomato audience is a 94%. So the average of all these scores is an 88.75.
As you can tell, I just don't like the movie. Everyone else in the whole world just like, this movie's great.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, that's debatable. That is extremely debatable. There's not even a single song I can remember from this movie.
That's what I was telling May.
I was like, how is
these
it that?
songs
Yeah, like
aren't that memorable.
like in Dear Evan Hansen, I think the
That's
song,
exactly what I told her.
and
I'm
like with that that musical, I can at least somewhat remember. Like if we started playing it, I can remember like the when they're writing the note to the
oh yeah, the funny song.
yeah, that one's
Yeah.
great. You know, there's a couple songs in that movie that just make it more memorable. This one.
Yeah, I think.
I like the Maria song.
Well, yeah, all I can remember is Maria.
Yeah,
Maria.
but like when he got to
So
the window and was actually singing to her about like being with her forever.
So what's funny to me about that is my little sister's name is Maria, and we actually took her to the movies to watch this yesterday with us. So when they started singing, I looked over and like,
She's like, what the heck? Why is he singing to me?
just before we keep going, I actually have something funny to say. So my little sister, like I just said, my little sister's name is Maria, and she used to like this guy named Tony.
Oh, wow. That's a weird coincidence.
I know.
Bless you.
So it was funny when she was little, and like she's when we were little, and then she left for a while, and she came back, and we still know the people with their son's name is Tony. So I'm like, Forbidden Love, let's go.
Oh no! Don't let her repeat this story.
I thought it was great.
Oh no! All right, now before we jump into the spoiler field review, like, comment, subscribe. Also, follow these guys on the social media. Their links will be in the description below. And we are also on most of the podcast platforms. So give us a listen anywhere at any time.
Are you on Funimation.com?
I wish. That'd be awesome.
They're doing like Spotify stuff now, like what they
But
do.
for anime.
No, for everything now.
Really?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
way.
It's on the side, like it's you click the other tabs,
Lies.
and you go to like
Lies.
other stuff. It's on there.
Lies. All right, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of West Side Story. Okay. Let's start it off at the beginning. The Jets and the Sharks at the dance. So a dance battle between the both gangs grows on because the event was an experiment to unify them, but it failed. Especially when Bernardo finds out that Maria was spending time with Tony. This sets in motion the rest of the story because both gangs agreed to one last fight. So what did you guys think about this like whole up to the dance and agreeing to the fight?
Well, the scene behind the benches was my favorite.
Really?
That was your favorite. I don't want to talk about favorite scenes just yet, but like that whole school dance was my favorite scene.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like the dance part.
But I don't know. Wait, what were we talking about? Okay. So we're talking about that exact scene with the dancing. Well, I mean, I like this whole movie is all about race. You can really just tell because it's
they talk about it the whole movie.
yeah, it's the white folk versus the Hispanics.
Yeah.
Because they don't like, hey, we don't like that you're over here. Go back to your home country.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can tell at the very end, the girl, she's like, yeah, I'll go back to my home country. I'd rather live
Yeah,
there
pretty
than
much.
here. Yo.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, that was pretty sad. But I like that they tried to unite the two different races. And the fact that the principal did a terrible job of doing that because like, okay, do this. And the cops were like, okay, you all do this now.
And they were like, nah.
Well, they all like, okay, we'll do it. They all get in line. They start doing it. And then she's like, shout, hey, play the song now. And then they just break apart.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that was a big fail right there.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking would happen.
I think they were thinking, that, it's going to work out. Whites and Hispanics, they're going to dance together just fine.
Right. Oh, no. They didn't plan that well. I don't know. The scene behind the bench was a little too fast for me because they were just like kissing already after saying introduce. They didn't even know each other's names.
And Trisha thought it was funny when she goes for the first kiss and he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
She thought that was funny.
Which I thought that was a smart move, which he should have been like, whoa, I don't even know your name, ma'am.
And
why are you trying to kiss me?
And then he's just like, oh, well, I thought you were about to hit me or something.
Yeah.
Let's try this again.
All she said was, you're tall. Mwah. That was literally all she said. And he was like, whoa, what the frick?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, after May told me that it's based on Romeo and Juliet, it kind of makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. As soon as this movie, I was like, man, this movie felt like extremely similar to Romeo and Juliet. But
Except the difference in Romeo and Juliet is like they're literally kids. They're like 14. And then here they're like 18 or older.
how old is Tony?
I don't know. I
They
want to
only
say like,
said Maria was 18.
yeah, I want to say he's like 21 to 23 around there.
Well, you can go to prison at 18. That's why I know that.
Yeah.
So he spent a year in prison. So what is he, 19, 20? I'm assuming?
Maybe, yeah.
Because he's not, I don't think he's even in high school anymore. It
No.
did not feel like that. There's just the main guy the leader to the new Jets.
Oh yeah, riffs.
Riffs, yeah. They don't even have him on here. Do they? Oh yeah,
Where's
Riffs.
riffs at?
Yeah, yeah, that guy. Yeah. The fact that he's just like, hey, you're still a Jets, you should still help out, even though he's just like, I want to make sure my life goes better. Now.
Right, he's trying to get his life together. All right, next I want to talk about Tony and Maria on their first date. So after sneaking away together, Tony and Maria visit a historical church. There they make their vows to always be there together forever. I think everyone agrees that this kind of happened a little too fast since they barely know each other's.
It was
Like, at
barely a
all.
day. It
Yeah.
was barely a freaking day they got to know each other.
Like, I would have been into the romance more if, more time had passed and...
So this is that weird concept because so I know it's barely a day, but you also gotta remember back in the time like
Yeah.
that, literally people met each other first day and they're
That's
like, okay,
true.
let's get married now. Like people got married within a week.
And also really young.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So like,
Yeah, culture was very different back then.
nowadays it's like you want to get married at 18? What are you on crack? Let's wait until we're like 20 something and then try it.
What did you guys think about the church trip, though?
I thought it was pretty cute. I mean, I like the scenery in the background. I
Mhm.
mean, that was a really quick, like you pointed out, extremely quick for them to get married. I was
Yeah.
like blown away.
Mhm.
I love how they were doing both, but when they were doing their vows, it was in English and
Yeah, that was
Spanish.
pretty cool touch.
Even though he didn't understand what
That
was
that
going
reminds
on.
me, a complaint May saw that I didn't really catch because it didn't process in my head was that the movie didn't have subtitles in it when they were speaking Spanish.
Yeah, because they just assumed everyone understood
Yeah, because I
Spanish.
was understanding it just fine. I was
Yeah,
like,
when I was there, I was understanding pretty well. I was like, oh, okay. And I looked over, I'm like, and I thought about this too, and like the start of the movie, I'm like, wait, she doesn't understand any Spanish.
yeah.
Sometimes they would repeat it, like the first part or like a little thing, so I could know kind of, but like they would talk in Spanish and then go back to English. And I'm like,
Maybe she's like, what's going on? Wait,
They
how
were
did you
speaking
watch?
that Spanglish.
How did you watch the original one then? Was it all in English?
I'm
Was
pretty sure it was in English.
all of it?
But I was
Well-
in middle school, so I don't remember.
Well, I do like them putting it in like both languages, but yeah, I guess maybe subtitles for the people who don't speak it.
Yeah, that helped. That extremely helped.
Because there were some jokes they said in Spanish too that I guess not everybody picked up on.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about Tony trying to stop the fight. So after promising Maria that he'll end the rumble before it begins, Tony
Maria,
meets with the
Maria.
Jets. However, they're so determined to go through with it that they get a gun. I knew the gun was going to be significant because they played it up a lot in the movie, but I didn't know how important it would be later on.
For that, I mean, him stopping the fight.
Mm-hmm.
What scene? Like the gun scene when they're
Yeah, when he
throwing the gun around like
Yeah.
the maniacs for
yeah,
some
which
reason.
was making me nervous too because the guy said you don't even gotta
A
you don't even gotta
safety-
load it.
no.
Yeah, there's no safety on it. You just pull the trigger.
And then it shoots.
Yeah, so I was like, what the frick? What if it accidentally goes off
And
as
then
it's midair?
you seen it like in a certain part, like in the scene where they actually had it facing it towards one. Like he actually had it in his hand.
Yeah, they were
properly.
playing around in the street too. They were gonna like bang bang. I really thought they were gonna kill each other with
Bro,
that.
at
I was
least-
like, what the frick?
Bro, that would just. They're dumb. But
Yeah,
are you talking
they're
about
dumb.
that scene or when they're at the final brawl kind of scene?
Yeah, no, the scene where they're at the bridge and Tony's trying to take the gun from
Okay,
them.
so that scene is my least favorite scene in this whole
Oh, really?
movie. I hate that entire scene. That was like what I felt like I was 10 minutes of singing and dancing. That I was like, why did they add this? This is a waste of 10 minutes of my time. I felt like that's the scene that is my least and needs to be cut. To be freaking honest,
It did go on for a little while.
and because there's no point. Like the guy Tony
That's
had the gun in his hand and he could just threw it. And
That's,
that would
that's
end-
what I was thinking too.
The
He
end of the
could've
whole
just-
thing. Why did he have to do a whole musical number for that? That made me upset.
He could have just dropped it in the water or thrown it off the pier. Yeah.
And that was just me. Like every other scene that they had for like singing, dancing, it was fine. I had no problems with. But that exact scene made me pissed. I was like, why? Why they had to introduce this? This is 10 minutes of my time that I did not need. Did not need.
What about you, May? What did you think of that scene?
I liked it for the most part, but I kind of agree that it could have been shorter.
Like
Yeah.
a minute long or something. But not like 10 minutes. It felt like just
You know.
dance like, oh yeah, look it, I have a gun. Look it. Now let's
Yeah,
throw
that
the
was
gun
making me
around.
nervous. I'm like, oh my god, they're
And-
gonna shoot each other.
And then
Like,
when,
Tony could have had like some hesitancy because like they're like brothers, so like he doesn't want them to fight over Maria, but at the same time like he was part of that group.
Conflicted, yeah. I can see that.
But just to dance around with a gun like that's
Yeah,
what made me.
it's a bit
And then
crazy.
when they get the gun from Tony and they start throwing it back to back to one, I'm like, please just go off, just kill someone by accident.
Oh no!
I was hoping for that. At least the number would have been.
That would have
canceled.
probably changed the whole movie.
Yeah, at least the number would have been stopped or something.
They probably would have not even gone to the fight if somebody died.
Yeah, it'd be like, what happened? Well, Riff threw a gun and it.
Shot one of our boys.
Yeah, shot one of our boys. Well, that boy's dumb. Let's keep going.
All right, now time for my favorite moment. See if you guys agree. The Rumble. So armed to the max with chains, pipes, and more, both gangs meet in the freezer. Bernardo boxes Tony, only to lose once Tony starts trying to fight him and stops trying to reason. That's when a knife fight. I don't know why I'm struggling to speak. That's when a knife fight between Bernardo and Riffs begins, ending in Riffs' life being lost. Terrified of what he did, Bernardo freezes in place only to have Tony stab a knife through his heart. What I don't like is the tragic ending for everyone, on all the characters only getting like more depraved as the movie goes on.
True.
So what did you guys think about that fight scene, the Rumble?
I didn't like seeing Augustus Waters getting beat up.
Augustus Waters. He was barely even getting beat up,
He
though.
just stood there taking hits.
Yeah, and then, but it didn't even phase him because once he started fighting, it was like nothing. Bernardo was like, professional boxer? Yeah, right.
That is true. That is true.
Which also kind of made me question this, like, so Bernardo spends all this time practicing boxing and then he just gets his ass beat by Tony.
Well, Tony's also like,
Really tall.
yeah, he's really tall. I doubt Tony's not, like, I feel like Tony's actually very muscular and actually more powerful than Bernardo.
Yeah, maybe he was doing those prison workouts.
Because I don't know how tall that guy is or how, like, but I feel like he's because he does boxing, so I'm guessing Tony's in the heavyweight.
Yeah.
If you're thinking from that perspective, because Tony's taller, bet he weighs a little bit heavier than Bernardo. I think Bernardo's probably in the midweight or the lightweight class.
Probably, yeah.
So his punches probably did hurt, but not as hard as Tony's would hit.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because that's how I viewed it. Why Tony was able to like do like three, like after like, you know, Bernardo does all his hits, and then Tony gets mad and actually starts punching him and gets him on the floor and starts beating his ass like, ugh, and he
Going
stops.
beast mode on him.
Yeah, and then he stops because he thinks about the last rumbles they had where he almost killed a guy and still went to prison for a year for almost killing attempted murder.
That's that was pretty intense scene.
And then he's just like, you know what, I'm done. Then, like you
But
said,
then Riff had to ruin it.
He pulled out a knife, yeah.
no, he didn't pull out a knife. I don't believe.
Oh, it fell right.
No, so what happens at that scene, if I recall, is someone slid a knife out.
Oh,
I don't
someone
even-
purposely slid it.
Yeah, because remember Bernardo picked up a knife, and then Riff, of course, had a knife on him. 'Cause he was just like, you never can be too underprepared. so he just slipped a knife out, and then
They
fought.
had a Michael Jackson knife battle, yeah.
And then they just slid. Then they both fought. So and then
Yeah, but I mean, Bernardo didn't even mean to kill Riff. It was an accident. It was an accidental kill.
yeah, that did happen. I don't know. The Rumble was like I thought it was gonna be more intense than that.
That's true. Yeah, because
kinda
they all
hyped it
came.
up.
They all came to fight, and then only like two of them fought.
They hyped it up. Like I felt like that exact end scene. They hyped it up too much for me to like actually care about it too much. I know that was me because after they died, both of them, Tony just sat there crying over his friend, and then Chino, I think is the guy's name.
Yeah.
The guy who ends up killing Tony. Sorry, spoiler.
Well, we're in the spoiler section,
Or
yeah.
I mean, like, because I don't know if you want to talk about that scene, but kind of bounce ahead. When Chino kills Tony, well, of course, Chino was going to kill him because you can just tell Chino wanted to be part of the group, but Bernardo was like, no. We know that you're smart.
Yeah.
We want you to have a better life than what we're heading down. But Chino's like, no, I want to be part of y'all. And then he dies.
Dang, yeah, that was tragic. That was tragic. The whole ending was kind of tragic.
But like then when those two guys die, everyone fights. And it only lasted like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
at most.
because then it's
Then
like
it's
police
like, oh,
came.
cops are somehow. Oh, we know where you guys are at now. We know that 2 people. We smell blood, so we know
We
this.
smell blood.
Bro, it's something like that. Come think about it.
Yeah,
They
it was
could not-
perfectly timed.
Like they could not find. They didn't know the location. They didn't know where to go, and they just driving around. You can't really. If we close the doors, you're not going to be able to. Oh, I hear fighting. I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just more like, oh, they're like, oh, I smell blood. I think it's over
They're
there.
over in the ice warehouse.
Oh yeah, but what Eddie means by ice, it means like it's a salt warehouse. Just a
Yeah.
heads up, because it's not really ice.
Yeah, it's just really cold in there. Wasn't the floor frozen? That's why they were slipping around, or was it just the ice or the salt?
I think it was just a salt. I don't think there was no ice.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
just
okay.
salt that they put on ice,
Okay,
like for
so
the roads.
that's why they were slipping around with the salt everywhere.
yeah. Here's a question. What do you think about the chick that wanted to be part of the Jets?
Oh yeah,
I don't know her name. Because she wasn't.
Oh yeah.
She was in the background doing
yeah.
everything.
She identified as a guy, and at the time they were like unaccepting of that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean,
But at the end, they realized.
yeah,
kind
she
of like,
can be part of them,
yeah.
yeah. Or he can be part of them. Sorry, but yeah, yeah, I thought that he was a really interesting. Like, I don't know if he was in the original movie, but I think it was a really interesting new perspective because you don't really think about, well, not a lot, like unless you're actively engaged in that community, you don't really think about all the people that struggled through history. Because like we always talk about, like, you know, minorities struggling. We don't ever talk about transgender community struggling back in the day.
Yeah, because you could tell they were like that was a little sprinkle in the movie. You could just tell,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like this whole movie is all about race and not sex
Mhm.
or anything like that.
Yeah,
But the fact that they refuse to have that person,
yeah.
him,
Mm-hmm.
or like him,
In the movie.
because
Yeah.
and his group and
Yeah.
their group is just like, man, it's pretty sexist right there.
Yeah, and he held his own. Like he was beating up the other members of the Jets.
Yeah, like
He is like he was
you could tell like he wanted to be in their group super bad to the
Yeah.
point where he actually whooped 4 or 5 cops' ass in the police
yeah,
station.
that was pretty intense.
I was like, holy shit. And they still just brushed him off like,
yeah, it's
he's
like
not even,
nah, it's like bruh,
you're not even that important.
stronger than all of you. What the frick?
Yeah, and I'm like, dang, he could whoop all your guys' ass, it seemed like.
All right, next, what were you guys' favorite moments? Because mine was the Rumble. What about the rest of you guys?
Like, mine was honestly when the second number that they did in the movie, which was in the high school, with when they all broke down and started dancing against one each other.
oh yeah,
That was my favorite scene.
that was the best dance sequence in the whole movie.
I actually really enjoyed that whole scene because you could just see it. Like, it was all
Choreographed.
choreographed pretty freaking well. And I
Yeah,
was like,
dude.
damn, this is great. I actually like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of the movie was just dog shit to me.
What about you, May?
Like I said, it was the dance behind the bleachers. But like, I don't know if you noticed, but during it, it looked like really pretty and stuff. But then when they got caught, you could see it was just like a dirty,
Jim.
like behind the bleachers.
Yeah,
like,
they did some special effect behind
Yeah.
it to like blur it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know what she's talking about because, like, think about it. When they're dancing at that point, when it's just them two focused on each other, it was all pretty and everything. And then when Bernardo's like, Maria, and it goes to like the dirty old 1960s looking high school. And it looks like a
Our high school
cockroach.
looks today.
Yeah, like it looks like cockroaches
old high
back there or
school.
something.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. That's some good cinematography. Cause
and I liked all the colors, like
Yeah.
how they separated the blues and the orange and reds.
yeah, the Sharks were red and then the Jets were blue. They have their gang colors, the Crips and the Bloods.
Maria switches to blue at the end. She wears a blue
dress. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we should talk about. This is a moment that I think should be cut. Is the ending. So if the story is meant to reflect on racial issues and economic poverty, then it does a good job at showing the nasty conditions society forces these people to live in. However, what I don't like is that Anita, which is the friend and Bernardo's girlfriend, was almost gang R-worded by like a bunch of white people and they were forgiven. Meanwhile, Chino gets arrested. for murdering Tony. And not to mention the fact that 5 minutes ago, everyone was still like pissed at each other. But suddenly, since Tony died, all of them joined forces, like both races. They're like, oh man, Tony, the boy died. Oh well, guess we'll all be friends now. And not only does Maria take the high road after not caring about her brother Riff's death. So she was like, she didn't care not caring when her brother or Riff died. Like she didn't care. She still slept with Tony right after her brother died.
That was wild, bro.
And it was like, scene. And then at the end of the movie, she's like, "Oh, y'all are fucked up." It's like, what the? You're the one who literally slept with your brother's murderer.
Well, she also did not approve what her brother did either.
That's true. I mean,
she was like, "Why are you doing this? There's no point. We came here to live a better life."
That's true. He was restricting on her freedoms, but I don't think he was like a evil guy. I think he was just like too overbearing, too overprotective.
It does depends, because either way, I think he was planning on shipping them both
back home to
Puerto Rico. And then remember his girlfriend or wife, spouse, whatever, which is like, I'm not going back to Puerto Rico. And here in the United States, you have all this cool shit. Yeah. Why the hell am I gonna go back to Puerto Rico where I'm gonna be poor as shit with 6 kids?
Yeah, and then it was just, I don't know. I didn't really like the ending because it felt like
the ending felt lazy, 100% lazy. Because like when he dies, like you said.
Yeah, they all joined together.
Like, oh, let's go. And then when they carried him like that, I thought about the meme, the Jamaican meme.
Oh my God, like, the funeral dance.
Yeah, I was thinking that the entire time. I was like, I'm waiting for him to bust out. Why wasn't there a dance sequence then?
Yeah, in the end, nothing is resolved, and it feels like no one is really blamed for all the wrong stuff they did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I already said, I expressed my least favorite scene, which is the gun scene.
Yeah. Oh, no. Good thing there's not really any.
I feel like that exact scene, either they need to really cut it down or just not add it all the way. It wasn't something that they needed, in my opinion. Like, I get it. Like, they even showed it. Like, the guy was just like, okay, I'm going to get a gun. And then they're like, oh, do you know how to use a gun? And the guy's just like, nah, I never used a gun in my life.
What about you, May? What was your least favorite scene?
The sex scene.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been better if there was not that context.
Yeah.
Like, the way they did it.
If they did it before the Rumble happened, I would have been fine with it.
Like, oh, I need to go turn myself in. She's like, no, don't stay here. And then, okay.
It's like, stay here, sleep with me, and then I'll forgive you. It's like, what?
Like, literally, he had blood on him from killing your brother.
What blood? Don't you remember when they got done having sex, the blood was gone?
That was a little lazy.
Like, damn, what do y'all do? Like, y'all both ugly.
She licked it off.
Yeah, I guess so. She's like, oh, my brother's blood. Oh, Riff blood. Oh, yeah.
I also don't like how she asked Anita to forgive her. Because, like, once Anita found out, it's like, yo, you were sleeping with that murderer? She's like, yeah, I love him. Can you forgive me? And she's like, oh, my God, don't even ask me that. What the frick?
That's a dumb question to ask.
It's like, I loved your brother.
Yeah, but at the same time, his brother was a murderer.
That's true. I mean, he was an unintentional murderer, though.
I don't know if it was unintentional. It was fight to the death kind of. That's how the Rumble was.
Yeah.
Like.
They were all just kind of fucked up.
But the girls also don't know the full story of like what happened at the fight.
True. All they know is what Chino told them, which is Tony killed Bernardo.
But Bernardo killed Rift first.
Yeah.
So they probably didn't tell him that.
Yeah, no one said anything. Like that that last act you could tell was just like, let's just end this real quick.
Let's tie it all together.
That's just how it felt like when you think about it now. It's just like, let's end it. Let's just you did this.
I also didn't like how they had the 2 deaths, right? And then right after that, we go to them working at the mall, and then they're just having a happy sing dance. I just felt like really weird about it.
Well, because they didn't know that was going on. Like even Maria didn't know that Tony went. She told Tony, "Hey, don't go."
I know, but I feel like that happy sing dance went on too long because we all know what happened. The audience knows what happened, so it's like weird to jump from depressing to suddenly we're all upbeat and happy and everything's wonderful.
That's their perspective. They don't know.
I know. I get that. But I'm saying it went on too long from my perspective as an audience member, not as a storytelling perspective.
Okay, here's my honest opinion with this movie. This movie does not need to be 2.5 hours long. 2 hours most. So there was 30 minutes at least added for no reason.
Yeah, it was kind of long.
Like some of the numbers could have been cut, like shorter. But that's just my opinion, and that's you know, I could be wrong. That's why I have such a low rating. That's why this movie overall has an 85% for Rotten Tomatoes, like overall rating. Because a lot of people in the world think otherwise.
Yeah. So yeah, what is your guys' final ratings after talking about it?
8.5.
I don't know. I don't want to. I'd still stick at a solid 5.
Okay.
It's in the middle. I can't say it's the shittiest movie I've seen, because the shittiest movie I've seen we've seen is that one horror movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that
bad.
one. Yeah. Yeah, this is like a 7 for me, maybe even like a 6.8. So let's read some online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it an 8 out of 10. So they said, "Is there a time that I felt it was too long? Yes. Did I still prefer the original than this? Yes. Is it bad? No. Is it perfect? No. Is it great? Yes. It's Spielberg's musical debut, marking one of the musical masterpieces. It's a charming movie. When it's charm, it's charm. It's groovy, it's fun, and I just can't get over the Tonight song. It always gives me chills as a guy who very much loved the 1961 movie. It feels not fresh, so they have a typo there. And that was one important thing on making a remake. That's the challenge, making it still feel fresh like a new movie. And for people who never saw the 1961 movie, I think they're going to like it more than I did. So there's a lot of typos in there. Besides the lack of the movie, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story is beautifully shot, same like they do in the original. The performances are brilliant, and the 50s set and style are perfect. Overall, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story was not as good as the original, but I still think it's a very well-made film, a great movie, and I still like it.
No. Kings, no.
That was a long review.
Kings, no. Don't you dare go back there. Kings.
Oh, my goodness. Kingsley, I let you go for 1 second. So what did you guys think about the review there?
This guy literally just said the same crap over and over.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's just like, it's a good movie. I feel like it was the same. It's on par or just a little under than the original. That's what I got from him. Come here, buddy. Oh, got him. What about you, May?
I wish I would have rewatched the original because I really don't remember it that much.
Hey, I tried looking it up before we started this, like to look up the West Side Story, how like the actors looked, or what the setting looks. I couldn't find it. Like Lewis, I hate when they do this when they release a new movie.
You just have to search the release date of the old one.
Yeah, but I hate when they do it though. When you make a new remake, and they're just like, okay, now you have to go try even harder to find the old one.
All right, this next review is from Metacritic. They gave it 100 out of 100.
Okay, that's a little over exaggerated.
Soaring, exhilarating, magical, heartbreaking, and unforgettable. So this Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a fresh.
Can we just skip over this? Are we gonna talk about it?
Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to add about it. They just,
I agree with all that, but not to the point of 100 out of 100.
They just gave a bunch of adjectives. Yeah.
Unforgettable. I can forget about this movie real quick. This movie's on that.
This Rotten Tomato audience gave it a fresh. Spielberg has actually elevated the material with all the skills and technology available to one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. What do you say? What do you say about it, Kingsley? All right, then this Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a 5 out of 5. Very moving portrayals, wonderful dancing and singing. So I think that's part of the reason a lot of people rate this movie so highly is because they like all the dancing and singing in it. But I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than just the dancing and singing.
Dang, this guy who directed this movie does a lot of action movies.
Yeah, he's done a lot of movies in general.
Well, I didn't know what this guy, the director, was, but dang, I didn't know he did all these kind of movies. No wonder people were like, no wonder May and everyone else is like, yeah, this movie's great for a first time.
Yeah, for his first musical.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I could see why it's good for his first musical. Like I said, it's not like it's the worst movie I've seen.
Yeah.
It's just not like something I'm
Rewatch.
I wouldn't we watch it just because I'm not into musicals.
I'm gonna buy it when it comes out.
Oh no. So check out our previous podcast if you've enjoyed this one so far. We upload new episodes weekly. Also check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly
You
appreciated.
hear that, Eddie? You're gonna watch like 12 more times.
Oh, I hope not. I'm not going to.
She's gonna play it while you're laying down. And you're like,
No.
you're stuck now.
I was making
Never.
him watch Hairspray yesterday.
I
playing
actually
my
like
phone.
Hairspray.
Yeah, plus Hairspray I don't mind as much. It's not as bad because it's not really much romance. It's more like comedy.
There's romance with Zac Efron and the
Yeah, I know, but it's more like comedy to it.
Isn't it also racial?
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well?
it's racial.
white and
It's got
black.
comedy.
I like how a lot of musicals are just about racial.
That's what we were talking about.
Because you think about Hairspray is all about it's white and black. This one is about white and Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a couple other ones just about like all the different races?
In the Heights
In the-
focuses on the
Hispanic.
Hispanic culture, yeah, and like living in America.
I want to see it. I gotta watch it in the
You
Heights.
should. That one I really recommend. All right. All right, now time for the spoiler-free review of The Grinch. The Grinch released November 9th of 2018, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Cameron Seeley, and Rashida Jones, directed by Yarrow Chaney. Rated PG. Plot summary. Grumpy Grinch plots to ruin Christmas for the whole village of Whoville. What do you guys think of the movie without getting into spoilers?
It was cute.
Thinking of a very vivid, it's not vivid, but like a memory that I had a long time ago about this, I think it was good.
It's an animated
Yeah,
illustration movie. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is the movie that Jesus
You want this
wanted
one?
to
Yeah,
see.
sure.
That's what's funny about
Yeah,
it.
he's not here.
He's
He's
the
faced
one he
this
highly
movie.
recommended too. He's like, I want to watch this. So let's do this movie. And he
Only thing
actually
I
won.
remember from this movie is stuff about the dog and the Grinch interactions with the dog.
Well,
Yeah.
they're honestly that the dog makes this whole movie
Max?
to me. Yeah,
Max is pretty dope.
I like Max in this whole movie.
I remember not liking him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just didn't like him.
You've always been more of a cat person.
Yeah, but I
anyway.
also I like animals too, but I just didn't like that dog.
What was
particularly.
funny about that dog? That dog felt more human than actual
Max,
dog.
yeah.
Yeah. To me.
I also like, what was the yak's name? Fred?
Oh yeah.
Fred.
He's not. Isn't he a reindeer?
Was he? Maybe it was just a really fat reindeer.
I think it was supposed to be a reindeer, but I don't know if it
I think
actually
it's a-
was.
I think it was just a big dog with antlers on it.
No. But he was goofy. Yeah, I liked him. I thought it was a decent Christmas movie. I still prefer the live action over this one.
Yeah, we already. I told you my rating with it.
Yeah, I agree with your rating system. And the Grinch and the animals were very likable. The rest of the characters kind of felt vanilla. Like they didn't really have any personality to them. But the animation style was nice. This was made by the studio who made, Minions, the Lorax, things like that.
I actually enjoyed the lower.
I forgot about the Lorax.
The Lorax, you guys forgot nostalgia trip right there. But yeah, I wish everything was a little bit more fleshed out.
Fleshed out.
What do you guys rate it out of 10?
This is like a 7.
I don't know.
It's like a solid
7.
It's been a while.
7 for me as well.
I'll give it a 6.
Six.
I'll rewatch it and I'll probably change the rating to something higher.
So let's look at some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it a 51 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a 59%. IMDb audience is a 6.4 out of 10. And Rotten Tomato audience, 51%. So the average of all these scores is a fixed 56.25.
What?
So there's a half chance you like it and a half chance you won't, is basically what they're saying.
I give it a 4. You'll have to find out if it's a good 4 or a bad 4.
4 out of 5 or 4 out of 10. All right. Now, before we jump into the spoiler-free review, like, comment, subscribe. Also, check out these guys and their social media links. We are also on most of the podcast platforms, so give us a listen anywhere at any time.
Do you remember this scene? Oh wait, dang it! I'm trying.
Were you about to try and...
Now, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion.
Wait, are we on Monster.com?
Monster.com?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
the frick?
Did you forget to make the joke before or something?
Well, no, he did.
Damn it.
2 jokes.
Wait.
All right, let's take an...
You know what? Actually, yeah, keep doing that because maybe I can
remember
remember
this
it.
scene?
so-
Oh yeah, that was hilarious. Let's open it up and let's take an in-depth review of The Grinch. So that was actually one of the first scenes. So this is what I wanted to start it off with: the scene where the Grinch goes to Whoville.
There
so,
you go. There's
so,
the reindeer.
Oh, yes. I remember that thing now. I like that thing.
so out of food, the Grinch and Max head into Whoville because the Grinch has been depressed eating all the food, like Javier showed us a picture of.
That was funny.
There we get to see up close how the Grinch treats Who's. He's rude to them, but the film presents it in a comedic way. Since its illumination, it kind of reminds me of Gru's introduction to Despicable Me.
It does. It does feel like that.
Where he like, freeze Ray.
I like
All the
Gru.
people in the coffee shop.
Dang, you know what's wild about that? That movie actually won when we were gonna start off this first week of December. And you're like, let's go to Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
No, I wanted to watch Minions.
Oh man, Minions. Well, we still got to watch a version of that. But yeah, what did you guys think of that first scene where he goes into Whoville?
I like it because it's funny.
I understand him.
You understand him?
Not
I'm just
liking
saying,
Christmas.
if they ostracize him, if they basically force you to go live in a cave on a mountain because you look different from everyone else, I would be rude to them too. You know, I'd say he's in the right here.
Yeah,
Steal Christmas.
if you remember, I don't know how much of you remember of this movie now that
Nothing.
Nothing's still coming back. So I agree with the Grinch on why he doesn't like Christmas, but that's because when you watch the whole movie and then you realize why he really hates Christmas, because he has actually a background, like a little background story on why he hates it this year.
Yeah.
In this movie, so I can see why he's like that. I mean,
I think it was funny when he was getting this jam on the top shelf, and then the lady was trying to reach for it. She's like, "Are you gonna take that?" He's like, "No," puts it back on the top, and
And
then
then knocks the thing over.
yeah,
he just
jam
hits it with
breaks.
his butt.
The last jam breaks. The poor lady's like, dang it. Freaking
She's
hilarious.
like too hard. Or something like that.
Oh yeah, right there where he puts tries a pickle and then doesn't like it, sticks it back into the
I
jar.
That is
remember
me
that
right.
scene, yeah.
That is me right there. I would have like.
I
I'm the
actually
Grinch at
remember
that
that
point. I would take a bite and like, and I'd put it back in the jar, and I'd go to the next person and put it in there. Like, there you go.
Poor person. It's gross.
Why is that gross?
Why isn't it?
It's like that ice cream challenge where people go into grocery stores like that and put it back.
Oh yeah, it's so nasty. All right, next, let's talk about the Grinch deciding to steal Christmas. So after seeing Christmas is 3 times bigger this year and failing to steal a Christmas star, the Grinch decides he'll steal everyone's Christmas. It cuts to his backstory in which it's a lonely one where he's neglected in an orphanage in Whoville.
This is why he acts. This is why he acts the way he does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cause he, when he was younger,
Nobody
'Cause-
paid attention to him.
well, Dad, he was in an orphanage.
Yeah.
No one wanted to
Or got
adopt him.
neglected to an extreme extent.
Yeah.
And that's why everyone's like, that's why Grinch is like, fuck you guys. I don't want to be part of your Christmas anyway. Y'all are whack.
Yeah. So all the emotions of joy everyone's feeling, he's feeling anger and depression.
Yeah.
So he didn't get to experience all those happy moments with everyone.
Why is he green and hairy though?
That's what I wonder too. That's a question I had in the.
That's a
my
question.
questions.
That's the question that's always been like,
Like
that.
he
though.
is actually different from everyone else. What is he, like the Bigfoot of their universe?
Maybe he's just genetic mutation. I don't know.
That's a fun. Like, did he actually eat the green eggs and ham?
Maybe. Oh, what the heck?
Santa.
This Aleksey thing.
Oh, no. All right. Next, let's talk about Cindy Lou deciding to kidnap Santa. So, wanting to speak with Santa one-on-one, Cindy invites her friends to hatch a plan. Her reasoning is very sincere. She wants to ask Santa to basically improve her mother's lifestyle. This is very sweet because most kids just want toys for Christmas. So, I think that she was another one of the good characters in the movie.
She was planning to kidnap someone. What do you mean,
She's
good
a
character?
child. She don't know better. It's like this
She
man.
knows better about gifts, but she doesn't know better not to kidnap someone.
She just wanted.
I'm just saying.
She just
She
wanted
only
to kidnap
gets-
the person that was impossible to kidnap.
Yeah, this man comes once a year. She needed her a chance to talk to him. Plus, their actual kidnapping plan was pretty bad.
Bad or not?
Like they just had like a rope on a cookie. That was it.
Hey,
So-
what? Well,
It worked.
I mean, it only worked because the Grinch just like he told told himself, don't have any of it.
Yeah.
Dude, and he robbed like 500 houses?
Yeah, that was the last
And
house on the
For
list.
some reason, Cindy Lou was the last one.
He's like, oh, you know what? I've been good. I'll take this cookie.
I'll be good. I haven't robbed a single cookie because I was like, nah. So let me have this one cookie that, of course, looks delicious. 'Cause I've been up and down stealing people's houses.
I mean, that's what's different about the other Grinch movies, though, is that even in the other ones, he steals everything Christmas related. The ornaments, the tree, the cookies.
He does that in this one, too.
I had a stray thought just now. Santa.
A straight thought?
Yeah, Santa meets Home Alone.
Oh my
And
god.
he has to defend his house against Santa because the kid doesn't know any better.
It's like, this man's breaking into my house.
Let's just stop him.
What did you think, May? The whole planning to kidnap Santa scene?
I mean, it's childish, but that's what makes it cute.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wish overall that there was more to Cindy Lou, like
Yeah.
in the live action one.
Even in the
Yeah,
live
that's
action
right.
one, she wasn't very good.
I don't know. She was like, well, in the live action, I liked it because everyone was chaotic and everyone was like, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
The entire movie was chaos.
Yeah, but they were all like, Christmas, Christmas, Christmas has to be amazing, has to be beautiful. And then she's the only normal one. She's like, yo, guys, let's chill out. There's a little more to Christmas than that.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
true.
she
Yeah,
actually
I
had
agree
more.
with that.
She had more of a story behind.
I don't know. I never liked her, so maybe that's just me.
She had
All
more,
right.
She had more of a story but in the old fashioned. In the old live action one, she had more of a story behind her.
All right, next I want to talk about my favorite moment is the Grinch recruiting some reindeer. So after stealing a sled, the Grinch realizes he needs reindeer. So when he finally stumbles upon a herd of goats, them, a goat scares them all away. Luckily, there seems to be a giant like reindeer or yak of some
He's
sort.
a thick boy.
Yeah, who helps the Grinch with his idea. But the Grinch realizes that he has a family. So he lets him go and kind of shows the kind side of the Grinch. Oh my god.
The whipped cream scene was my favorite. the
Oh
whole
yeah, that was
movie.
funny. When Fred was eating the whipped cream at the Grinch's house.
Yeah, I like the reindeer.
This one.
Yeah.
When
He was also trying to sleep with the Grinch on his bed.
He didn't.
He's taking up the whole
He thinks
space.
he's a
A
A
dog.
little puppy, yeah. He
Yeah.
thinks a little creature.
It's cute though.
Yeah, it's cute. I definitely like it.
This whole movie is extremely cute.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really have a hate for this movie at all.
Me either. I don't see why people really dislike
because
it.
they try to take it too seriously.
I think that's the problem. Or I think they try to compare it too much to the older movies. They're like, oh, but in the older movies, did it
Well,
better."
how?
Don't compare coal with diamonds.
Pretty much.
What do you mean coal with diamonds?
This movie would be coal compared to the original. The original is like diamond.
Yeah, it's diamond in the rough. So, what were you guys' favorite moments in this movie?
I wish I knew.
What about you?
Well, I just said the whipped cream.
The whipped cream. What about you, Javier? Continue with that ads. In the bottom left.
My favorite, man. What is my favorite moment?
My favorite moment was any of the funny parts.
That you don't remember that well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What is my favorite moment in this movie?
Well, I can tell you guys they didn't really have a least favorite moment. I didn't think there's anything that should really be cut or changed.
I do like the voice actor.
Yeah,
Okay.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict.
Benedict Cucumber.
Benedict Cucumber.
I think my favorite moment in this movie is when he's about to lose to Max in a chess game.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Oh,
that-
yes.
Tricks
I remember that. Yeah.
Tricks him.
that was super cute.
You know, Benedict has some insane range. If he can voice the Grinch, because he also voices Smog from Desolation of Smog.
Oh,
and
that's
Hobbit.
right. That's
So
right.
that's some incredible range.
Mm-hmm. He's really good. So, yeah. What do you guys rate it out of 10?
Wait.
Your final rating?
7.
7 still?
I'll go with the 7, I guess.
I'll go with
Still-
7.
This is still a 7.
So we're all in agreement. A 7. Wow, I think this is the first podcast we all finally agree on a
Excuse me?
score.
Why is it not bringing up the thing with no ads?
Gosh, stupid.
Let's look at some online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it a 6 out of 10. I watched this with my grandson. Yes, I still think the original cartoon based on the book is superior.
What?
There's
What?
simplicity that really
It's called
works.
nostalgia.
The Grinch is downright mean. I love Benedict Cumberbatch, but found his voice too soothing to pull off our guy. There was too much psychological mumbo jumbo as the writers came up with an excuse for the Grinch being the way he was. Of course, it was his childhood. And the movie is Spectacular in its visuals, there are colorful scenes and excellent structures, making Whoville really magnificent. The story is watered down, and using Singing Lou Who as an active character didn't work for me. So I think the reason that this person thinks the original Grinch movie is the best is because they're
Nostalgia.
older. Yeah, they're a grandparent. Cause yeah, I agree. I don't the original cartoon one was okay, but
It's only
a little
26.
Graphically speaking, it doesn't hold up.
yeah, that's
It's
true.
only 26 minutes long. That's wild.
The original one?
Yeah. See.
Yeah,
animation.
because it's literally just a retelling of the book.
You know what the rating is? It's 100 out of 100.
What the
in Rotten Tomatoes.
frick?
It's one of the 100.
Oh my lord! I didn't know if it was.
Why won't you bring up that? No ad.
All right, let's look at this Metacritic reviewer. They gave it an 80 out of 100. It is the best. If the very best animation feels like nourishment for the soul, think of this adaptation of the beloved Dr. Seuss tale as a spiritual equivalent of a double helping of chocolate-flavored breakfast cereal. Not exactly clean eating, but packing an irresistibly sugary kick. That's a lot. That's a big metaphor. Basically, what they're saying is it's a really cool movie.
You know what? My new theory is going to be the fact that this guy did eat green eggs and ham, and that's how he became Harry.
It's all
No, but he was born like that. Don't forget.
Maybe his parents ate
it's all a Dr. Seuss universe. It's the Dr. Seuss MCU.
For real.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. We love this movie. The animation and music are incredible. We actually bought it this year, and we couldn't find it anywhere on streaming. Yeah, it's not streaming anywhere. You had to pay for it.
Yeah, Aleksey, I bought it. So if we actually really want to watch it, we can watch it on YouTube. I bought it for $10. What?
What the heck is that?
That's a lot of money.
Every time I can't find it, and I only seen that you have to either get like a subscription from somewhere, I'm just gonna buy it. I don't waste time to get another subscription.
Fair point, fair point.
This Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a rotten. It's a lack of new ideas or interesting execution of old ones turned into a remarkably generic experience.
What does this guy
You're
want?
generic.
What the heck does this guy want? Like this, it's
guy
literally
This guy wanted a new Grinch movie.
Dude wanted
it's
a
a Grinch.
masterpiece.
where the movie is completely different from the old one.
Bro, it's the Grinch, my dude. Like,
Nah, he doesn't want him to steal
He wanted
Christmas.
A-list actors.
He wanted the Grinch to fight off a nuclear holocaust.
I guess so. You want the Grinch to be like World
Have
War
him be
III
a
or some
nuclear
shit.
winner.
Have a machine gun running around the city.
Go Rambo stuff.
Yeah, trying to fight off the zombie
Bro,
apocalypse.
if some shit
Like,
like that
Cindy,
actually,
come with me.
if that shit actually happened, I would watch it low key, and I'd give it like a 10 out of 10.
All the Who's are zombies now, Cindy. They're not your parents anymore.
Look at that. I can't believe it has a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. That blows my mind. Look at that, 100. It's wild. The
It's
old
time we steal Christmas back from the zombie apocalypse.
heck yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I'd watch that.
It reminds me of that Bambi commercial with The Rock.
Oh my god.
Wait,
All
what
right.
commercial?
I'll show it to you.
So check out our previous podcast if you've enjoyed this one so far. We upload new episodes weekly. Also check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated. So time for content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies you guys watched this week?
I
Well-
started Young Justice.
Oh, let's
I'm
go.
on episode 2.
Okay, so yeah, you're just starting it. What do you think so far?
I don't know what to think. I don't like some of the characters, mainly because I'm not. My knowledge on DC is not very good.
Okay.
He's
So,
only a
like,
Marvel.
I think there's like what Aqualad or whatever his
Yeah,
name is.
yep,
I don't like
Aqualad.
him at all. I think he's dumb. Robin, I can't get used to him either right now. 'cause-
Robin's iconic.
Yes, but
Is
in
it-
this, he just
is-
feels.
is it
he
Robin?
literally feels like a kid. He doesn't feel like a kid that's been trained in badassery.
Doesn't Robin go with a new name when he gets older? Like he doesn't
Yeah,
become
well,
his
it
own-
depends which one. Yeah, there's
There's
Night
Red
is it-
Hood, Nightwing.
Nightwing. Yep.
That's the one I'm picking. Nightwing.
Mhm.
I think that's the one.
Isn't that no? Jason Todd's Red Hood, isn't he?
Yeah, Jason Todd's Red Hood, and then the original one, whose name I forget right now, and it's gonna bug me the rest of the day, is Nightwing.
You can always look it up.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, yeah, I think it gets better as it goes on. I've only watched a few episodes here and there because it was at the time when it was airing, it was like on Cartoon Network at some time when I wasn't able to watch it.
I know it gets very big. I know that much because I've seen some of the promotions for it, and I was like, it's like, what the heck?
What's the show called? Young Justice?
Yeah, Young Justice. Yep.
DC is really good at animation, so I think it'll pick up.
I love their Batman movies. So
Yeah, exactly. They're amazing. Their Batman movies, their Justice League animated movies, pretty great.
But Batman's my favorite one.
Oh, I
Batman's
see.
got some.
Because he's just a human in a bat suit, and you're like, I didn't know you were real.
I seen the show before too.
Oh yeah, you remember it now?
I remember like the first season. I think I watched it because I used to. Mom had like when she had cable, she actually had the premium shows.
Oh,
so
let's
this
go.
was one of the premiums. I remember watching it. I don't think I was a big fan of it though.
Okay, yeah, it is very plot driven.
I see what Aleksey means, but he says Robin is kid because he does feel like a kid in this very first.
If I remember correctly, I think he matures into his role.
That's good. That's good. Surprisingly, I did not watch any bad movies this week.
Oh, let's go. That's a first.
Oh yeah, he does. See, he does turn into the night.
Nightwing.
Yeah, he does turn into it in season 4.
Oh,
okay.
So that's the route he's going right now, I believe.
So what else did you watch this week?
Yeah, I don't know.
What about you, Javier?
Well, I watched. Like I was telling you, Eddie, I was finishing up a season 2 of the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Almost done with
Read the
that.
manga, bro.
Huh? Read them. I don't read.
It's good.
I don't read though. I'm too lazy.
I don't know how far it is, but it's getting good.
I'm very happy with where it's at with the season. So
It's a good anime.
yeah, it really is.
I just never got around to finishing it.
I highly recommend finishing it, or like Alexa says, read the manga. It's good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But I'm just lazy to read manga. And then I also finished the one show that Aleksey started back then,
What was-
Inside Job.
Oh, right.
I finished it.
The conspiracy theory show. Oh, the
was
animated
on-
that looks like Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I finished that one.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Good.
What do you rate it out of 10?
Solid. I think it's a solid 8.5.
Dang.
Nine.
Okay, that's
that
pretty high.
good, huh?
Yeah, I like all the conspiracies they talk about in there. I think it's interesting and it's
I think
very,
May would love this.
I tried watching it. It was boring.
She got
What?
bored for some reason.
Well, I know all of the conspiracies they're talking about.
Yeah, but they do it in a comedic way, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
but
that's why I think
I'm
it's
like
funny.
deep into it. I don't need the comedy. I know the facts.
The facts. I wouldn't know if I would
You're
call that
deep,
facts.
deep. Okay.
I wouldn't know if I'd call it facts.
They give me so like this show gives me
She'd
like
make iceberg videos.
Pretty much, yeah.
like
should.
this show gives me like also like you know how Alexa said Rick and Morty. This also gives me Gravity Fall kind of
Yeah.
vibes
Never
I think
watched Gravity
I think
Falls.
the creator of Gravity Falls works on it, Alex Hirsch.
because it gives me the same kind of animation. I believe.
If he does, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I feel because the dad in the show it feels like he feels like Gurgle Stan.
Oh really? Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
does
that's right.
To me.
I get that vibe, yeah.
I don't know about Aleksey or you. It just feels to me.
I kind of see the vibe.
I also played some games this
Oh,
week.
what did you play?
Well, I played Pokemon, and I actually started got back into Call of Duty again. From
Oh,
Warzone.
let's go.
I like the new map. I sort of like the new map. It's pretty fun.
Aleksey, I
It's
just
the
gotta,
Pacific, right?
Yeah, Pacific.
I just gotta somehow get Warzone to work, and then you can just play some.
I also just
Play.
played a few rounds on the new Halo.
Oh yeah, you liked it? We got you
Yeah.
hooked on it?
Well, I played
Oh,
there,
damn.
got there, and while I was fixing my Wi-Fi, waiting for them to call me back and all that, I was playing a few rounds.
You
So
do
yeah, it's
good?
pretty fun.
Did you actually get more kills on yours?
No, because I was distracted by the phone because I was trying to get a hold of Xfinity.
At least did you get your setup right with your
yeah,
setup?
I got that all set up.
Because like,
Dang,
well, you-
Aleksey was
you-
feeding when he was playing earlier.
well, yeah.
With the
when-
melees.
I mean, that's why I was asking because he probably got his stuff set up better, where he can do his controls quicker and faster compared to how you have yours set up right now.
I also played Pokemon, and I decided to do my first soft reset shiny hunt, and it was a huge success actually.
I can give you
Jealous.
another one. I could tell you.
Because I wasn't expecting to get it so soon, and less than 100 soft resets later, boom, I got a shiny Dialga.
I'm jealous. It's beautiful.
I know. I have one in Pokemon Go.
And
it's
I
beautiful.
caught it in one of the weakest Pokeballs in the game. Like, this is,
Is it just a Pokeball?
it's Primer Ball. It's the same
Oh,
thing. It just
Premier
looks
Ball?
different. Yeah, Premier, Primer, whatever.
Primer.
It's a Primal Ball, so it just throws paint on him.
No, it's a premier ball. It's a white.
No, he throws the paint and it turns green. That's why it's a shiny.
That's
But
how he got
that
it.
was that was a very good thing for me for that day. It made me happy all day.
Make you happy.
I like it. I'm jealous.
Man, now I'm looking at this Young Justice. It feels like I'm looking at Shazam.
All right, me and May watched The Miracle on 34th Street. It released November 18th of 1994. So
This is the
Oh,
remake
boy.
one.
yeah, this is a remake. This is an older one. Plot: a lawyer and a little girl must prove that a man claiming to be Santa is the real deal. Rated PG. Directed by Leigh Mayfield. Starring Richard Attenborough, Elizabeth Perkins, and Dylan McDermott. I rated a 6 out of 10. What about
Who
you?
thought this was a good idea?
7.
Who thought this was a good idea?
Well, it wasn't a bad movie. Like, it was a good Christmas movie.
Oh, it was a Christmas movie. Okay.
Yeah, in the end, they left it up to the audience to decide if Santa was real or not.
Wow, not even know. They don't even give you an answer. What kind of movie is that? Come on, no
'Cause
conclusion.
you have to believe.
You have to
no,
believe.
there's no
So-
conclusion there.
Hey,
only-
you know a good Christmas movie that I really enjoy? I know I'm taking your spotlight real quick, but,
You're good.
but it's the one where Arnold Schwarzenegger's in.
I haven't-
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, I
Jingle All
love
the
that
Way.
one.
That's what I was bringing up to you, but
I was
the
like,
one
that
where
looks
he's trying
too
to get-
goofy for me.
Yeah, I
he's
didn't
trying
like
to get
that.
the toy for his son.
Yeah, I can't believe they make a second one.
Why?
And it's like it's a comedian that does the second one. It's like,
Oh my
I think it's
God.
the comedian's called Larry the Cable Man or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he does the second movie. And I did not know that, but I would not watch the second one because I'm.
I
good
wouldn't
with
watch either one of them. They look
You
a little
should-
too
no, the
The
goofy.
first one's good.
Yeah, the first one's
Really?
pretty good. You should watch it.
I don't know.
It's
It's
okay.
a, it's a
I
solid
wouldn't watch it
6.
again, though.
At least it's a solid 6 for me.
I wouldn't watch it
6 and a
again.
half.
It's funny.
The only thing I didn't like about this movie we watched is that the mom was like kind of a big Karen the whole movie. Like, she was really hard on her kid. She didn't let her have any fun.
Ouch.
And then she kind of broke her boyfriend's heart. She was really cruel to him in one scene.
I can see why Santa doesn't want to show up.
And yeah, she didn't really like
No, but
believe
Santa
in Santa.
liked her.
Yeah, but she didn't really believe in
Liked
Santa.
her or liked her?
Yeah, bro, it was like.
No, liked her. I don't know if we talked about it last week, but we also watched Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh,
the
you
new
guys,
movie.
you guys actually did watch that?
Yeah,
Was it good?
it's not
Yeah,
as good.
I mean, it's
yeah,
funny.
it's good. It was. I don't think it was as good as the live action one.
What
But
would you
I-
rate it?
Probably like a 7.5 to 7.8. What about you?
6.
A 6.
All right, so
I gotta give it a shot. Now.
I don't know if I talked about this movie before, but I did watch the new Home Alone movie.
Oh,
Wait,
Well, what did you think
oh,
of
yeah,
it?
they
I
did
don't
make
think
it.
It was so bad.
I believe it.
Well, see, there you go. Alexi did watch
It
a bad
was-
movie.
not this week. This was a couple weeks ago, but
Oh.
it was so bad. Not good.
What do you rate it out of 10?
I won't give it a rating.
Wow.
He rates it NA.
Not available. It's that bad.
You know, that's something
It's
funny.
not good. I mean, even though they bring back what is it? The
Trump? They bring back Trump?
no, the big
That was
guy,
awesome.
the big guy, the brother.
Oh,
from,
right.
Kevin McAllister's.
Yeah, brother, right?
Yeah,
The one who was like,
Biff, whatever.
Yeah,
Buff,
whatever his
whatever
name was.
Yeah, they bring him back. He literally does not care about his job at all. Like, you hate him back then. You think that now he's an adult and he's a cop. You think he's respectable? No, not at all.
He don't give a fuck.
He does not.
oh my god.
I realized you talk about movie. I watched 21 Jump Street.
Oh, you
yesterday,
rewatched
too.
it?
Yeah, I watched it. I fell asleep, I think, towards
I
midway
also watched that,
around.
and I also stopped paying attention because I got bored.
Once you watch it so many times, like in
I only
your-
watched it once, actually. That was my
Really?
second time trying to watch it. I
It's
just
like
don't
the
think it's that.
one and done movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's that entertaining to keep going again.
That's true. It was a big hit back when it came out.
Yeah, one and done for me for that movie.
I think Ride Along is funnier than
I
that
think it's
one.
probably because the actors they used, like,
Jonah Hill and
and
what was the other guy's name?
Channing Tatum.
yeah,
Yeah,
Channing
Channing
Tatum. I
Tatum.
think those two, like, while they're good together, but seeing them together too much was a big no for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch them on screen at the same time and enjoy the movie.
Okay. I respect that. I'm kind of on the same page. It was a good movie when I liked it when I was a kid, but now that I'm older, I'm just kind of like, it's kind of stupid.
Get Brie Larson.
Brie
She
Larson's
was
in it.
Oh, she was she was that crazy girlfriend for Jonah Hill in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 21 Jump Street. The only thing I can remember what happens at the end of it, like when the best scene in that movie that I can already remember from not even finishing this freaking movie again was
Is one they're tripping.
no, is when this guy Jonah Hill
Uh-huh.
falls in love with
Brie Larson.
Yeah, the very last one where they fall off, and then the dad is what's his name Ice Cube. That's the dad, and he gets mad and starts whooping his ass. That was
Wrong movie.
Oh, is it the wrong movie? Or
Yeah,
is that
that's
too?
22 Jump Street, I think.
Oh, the
Is it?
sequel. Was it?
Yeah, he starts dating Ice-T's daughter.
Oh, is that too? Oh, then this one sucks. I think
Yeah,
two
that's
is-
why I didn't
22
like number
don't-
1 very much.
22 is funnier though to me, because when he starts dating
They're
his
both
college,
kind of stupid.
yeah, but 22 is funny because he starts dating his freaking college starter when he's like 30 something, and his daughter is only like
Yeah,
19.
it's messed up.
And it's just funny. He's just like, "Wait, you're dating my daughter?" And he's over here.
It's got good ratings, so look at that.
What?
7.2,
wow.
82.
What the
People
fuck?
really loved it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when it came out, this movie was all the rage.
Yes, it was a hit. Yes, I admit.
No, I don't admit that. That's just bad.
Boy, salty about that.
I am.
All right.
I was 22.
Now
22
let's
is about the same.
Wow,
Holy
that's actually,
shit.
I'm impressed. You don't
now
see
let's
that.
roll the credits. You guys got any recommendation for any media?
Try the new Halo game. Even though it's got mixed reviews right now, it's not bad. Although I haven't seen any change in maps yet because I think
It's
the
still
few-
early.
Yeah, the few games that we played, it's always been on the same map, so I don't
Yeah.
have much to say about that. I only played a few games, so my review might be a little like too fresh, where I didn't have much time to think about it. But I still recommend you give it a shot, even though it's got the mixed reviews.
Playing the multiplayer, I'm kind of tempted to buy the campaign now just so I can,
Don't.
practice a little bit more.
Don't.
Why? Is it that bad?
Just don't get that campaign right now, bro. Just enjoy the game for what it is.
True.
Save your money. After a while, give it about 10 hours of gameplay, and then
Think about
think
getting-
about getting it. Yeah.
I think, but getting the multiplayer, you'll be able to get used to the controls more.
Yes, because
That's-
you won't get a proper experience from campaign that you would in multiplayer.
Okay.
I don't know. That's debatable. I feel like you do I was trying to say, like, doing the campaign, you get better controls and how you feel. You also get used to the maps more once you get into the campaign.
Look, man, I'm just saying, in Call of Duty, you play campaign, you're not going to get better just because you beat the campaign.
Well, you play it on veteran then.
Fair enough.
If you play it on the easy baby mode, of course you say that. Have you ever played veteran? Oh,
I
Modern
have,
Warfare.
actually.
What's it called? Modern Warfare 2 or 3.
Yep, I've done
Those
veteran
are
before.
freaking hard.
You're not a real gamer.
What do you recommend, Javier?
I actually have no recommendations. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not. I mean, the only thing I can recommend is, like, I didn't know this, but, like, The Devil's a Part-Timer season 2
Yeah.
is
That-
actually coming
Oh,
out.
they're making season
they
2?
released
Nice.
it. The date is in July when they do the summer
Okay.
summer
Let's
season.
go.
In July 2022.
Let's go.
If you haven't seen the first one and then the first
Watch it.
When is
season?
Bleach coming out? We're supposed to get Bleach in 2021, and we haven't gotten
It's
anything
not
yet.
gonna happen, bro.
They
It's over.
they confirmed it though.
It's
Wait,
over.
like, is that like a movie?
No, it's their reboot.
the final.
arc, like the 1,000-Year War arc, I believe is what it is.
I'm
So
not
when are
caught
they-
up with it. I'm still. Like
I'm
a
not
few
caught up with it
episodes behind.
either, but like I think I would have to read the manga to catch up to that part in order.
I
to
heard
be
it gets
familiar.
crazy.
It gets
Oh
crazy.
yeah, it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah. See.
They still got a few more days.
Yeah.
What about you, May? What do you recommend?
There's a small YouTube channel I found. His name is Sloan. He does
He sounds familiar.
deep dives
Into
on like. There's a lot of things, but the one that I watched today was about Drew Barrymore and like about how she grew up in the industry and like how traumatizing her life was and how she got to where she is now.
That sounds extremely
Okay, so
deep.
So like
explain
he's
deep-
also done videos on like the secrets behind Playboy and like other celebrities.
so like exposed type videos.
Yeah.
So explain what a deep dive is for someone who's uncultured in that area.
Like you go all the way back, like for Drew Barrymore.
Like from the start.
Yeah, she was an actress and she was 11 months old, and he started from there all the way to now.
Oh wow.
Dang. All the way
That's a
back.
lot of
long-
research to do.
Yeah, so how long are the episodes then?
The one I watched was a half hour.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's
That's-
reasonable. I mean, that's
goes
still.
through a lot then through the it goes from like she was 11, she's 22.
Imagine
30
having
something.
your entire life told from 11 months to now in 30 minutes.
Well, they focus. I'm guessing he focuses like on a specific angle.
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just to show how like the Hollywood business treats kids in the industry.
It's
and,
not
like,
very good
how
back then,
her-
especially.
Yeah.
Her
pretty much.
parents came from like they were already famous. That's why she's famous. And so they put her through a lot of things that a kid should not go through.
As for me, I recommend this YouTube channel as well called Dylan Is in Trouble. He does amazing movie review videos, and I love the energy and edits of his videos.
Does he get in trouble for them?
Good question. No, but he like starts to drink during the movie, so as the review goes on, he gets a little more tipsy.
You know something? So I this is not something I'm gonna recommend because I was just bored one day when I was doing this. So at my job, I was sweeping all day, and I just like I want to listen to like interesting theories. So I looked up like top 10 cartoon theories, and I started listening to this YouTube channel called like It's Most Amazing Top 10. That's the name of the channel, and they had like all cartoon theories.
Hey.
So I listened to a bunch of them, like
All the creepypasta ones.
yeah, basically. And then I just let it autoplay. They did like a Disney version of it. They did top like Disney's most fucked up shit they've done over there.
Oh shit!
And you know, this is the thing that's funny to me. So in like Disney World or Disneyland, whatever, you know, if you get hurt on the job and you're in those costumes and stuff like that, or you can't actually walk away or
yeah,
take
I've
off the
seen
suit.
Oh,
yeah, if you
that's
die,
fucked
they
up.
just leave you.
Yeah, they just leave you.
Wow.
They'll like sit you on a bench and get you at the end of the day.
Yep.
How true is that? What the frick?
And then like according to it's weird, it's wild to me because in Disneyland or in Disney World, when you die, they actually just wait till like the whole thing's shut down, and then they pick up your body, put you on the side of the road,
I'd be
and they're
like,
like,
hell, now I'm suing.
no. Well, the thing is, you're dead.
Yeah, that's true. I'm having my family too.
Yeah, but they're not gonna know. They're not gonna know how you died. Disney kind of
true.
covers everything up.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
Disney's shady as fuck.
Yeah, and like I was
They're
saying,
gonna
they pick you up, put you on the side of the road, and then they call the cops. Like, hey, a guy died.
That's fucked
This
up.
reminds me of that one Family Guy episode where Stewie gets lost, I think, in like Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
And
And then he becomes
they
a
just pick him
worker?
up and they just put him in a
The small world.
small world. And it's like, oh, okay, so that's how Disney operates.
What's another funny thing to me is it like if you didn't, I don't know which park it is, Disneyland or Disney World, but like they have a safari kind of zone there.
Oh yeah.
And I guess there's a spot where they feed the alligators, like real
Oh,
life
Oh
alligators.
yeah, I remember hearing about that.
And then like if you fall in from the bridge, the order like for Disney World is to like, hey, if someone falls, gun it. Just leave them behind. Don't
what
even.
the frick?
So that person, like, if like you're with someone and that person, you watch your significant other or something fall in there and you try to get off, they're gonna fucking shoot out
Oh,
and leave
no.
you on there.
After all that, I believe they got rid of all the alligators. Or
Yeah.
they now have. They
I
don't
think,
even have
I think
plastic
a
ones
kid
anymore.
got eaten.
Yeah, they don't even have plastic fake alligators in
Well,
there
yeah,
anymore.
that's the reason why, because that's where they used to feed the alligators and people fell in. There's a couple times.
Oh my god.
They have a real skeleton too in the parts of the
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Caribbean.
I've been on that ride. I remember hearing about it as I was on it. I was like, what the frick?
Yeah, so that's the channel I was
spooked.
on, and
Is
I
there
listened to a
pirate
lot of it.
skeleton?
Yeah, it was a pirate skeleton.
Cool.
But it's a real human.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
But yeah, that was a
was a
YouTube
cool
channel I was
ride.
listening to when I was sweeping all day at my job.
Speaking of YouTube, I do have a channel, Fact Fiend. It's exactly as it sounds. They give you facts about the randomest things ever. It's very cool because when they release the 10-minute or to 20-minute episodes, and they just say how certain things happen. So I like to watch their superhero ones, but they do a lot of random stuff about
Superhero
movies,
landing?
about
Superhero
people. But yeah, so when they go into superhero stuff, they just list off their abilities and stuff like that, what they do, and the crazy feats that they've done, and it's
Dang.
just very entertaining stuff. So, and the guy drinks every time he does this stuff. So,
Alexi, I realized this entire time
yeah.
you've had your monster logo facing out.
It's fine. We're already done.
Monster.
All right. So next week is the highly anticipated
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I'm so excited for this, bro.
I'm gonna give it a 4
I'm gonna go
already.
to that movie in my suit.
I'm giving it a 4 already.
A 4.
Yeah, 4.
You'll have to find out if it's a high 4 or a low 4.
Yeah, exactly. See, Alexi gets it.
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema. Until next week. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.